Can I say a little something uncomfortable? Some of y'all have followed my life longer than you've worked on your own. Let that sink in. Welcome to Storytime with Lori. Now, before anyone gets defensive, if this isn't for you, don't make it about you. But let's talk about those people who have a front row seat to your life but refuse to take a seat at your table. You know the ones, those people who know where you've traveled, what you've built, what you've survived, who you have loved, what you have lost, what you have shared, what you have overcome. And somehow they still have more invested in observing your life than participating in it. That has always been so fascinating to me. And if I'm being honest, that used to hurt. Not because people were watching, because some of the people watching were people I once loved, people I once trusted, people who had every opportunity to know me personally but chose to know me from a distance instead. For years, I kept asking, why are they watching? Why are they still here? Why do they know so much about my life but have no desire to actually be a part of it? Then one day it hit me. The question was never, why are they watching? The question was, why am I giving so much attention to their power? Because attention isn't love, observation isn't support, and access isn't relationship. That one changed me. Somewhere along the way, I confused visibility with connection. I thought if people knew what was happening in my life, somehow we were still connected. But connection requires participation. Connection requires communication. Connection requires showing up, not just watching. I've learned that lesson through heartbreak, through family estrangement, through betrayal, through loss, through rebuilding, through becoming of a version of myself I genuinely like. Here's what I've learned. Just because someone can see you doesn't mean they know you. Just because someone follows your story doesn't mean they have a place in it. And just because someone has access to your life doesn't mean they've earned access to your heart. Hear that again. Not everyone who has access to your story has earned access to your heart. Some people want proximity to your life without any responsibility to it. They want updates, not connection. Information, not relationships. Access, not accountability. And that's not love. That's curiosity, maybe even control. But it isn't love. You know who has earned access to my heart? The people who call, the people who text, the people who show up, the people who check in, the people who ask, how is your heart? Those are my people. And the older I get, the less interested I am in who's watching, and the more interested I am in who's walking beside me. There's a difference, a big one. Now let's go back to those looky-loos for a second, because some of you all are very committed. Olympic level commitment. At this point, some of you know more of my life story better than a Netflix documentary. And honestly, I don't say that with anger anymore. I say it with curiosity, because healed people usually are busy healing. They're building businesses. They're raising families. They're traveling. They're learning. They're growing. They're failing. They are trying again. They're not spending years conducting a doctoral dissertation on somebody else's stories. That behavior deserves curiosity, maybe a therapist, maybe both. But here's where I landed. Freedom isn't controlling who's watching. Freedom is no longer needing anything from them. Not their approval, not their validation, not their understanding, nothing. Maybe peace isn't getting everyone to understand you. Maybe peace is finally accepting that some people will watch your life from a distance because that's the closest they will ever get to the person they chose not to know. That's one uncomfortable but very true statements. So, to those people who genuinely support me, challenge me, encourage me, celebrate me, and continue to walk beside me, thank you. You matter more than you will ever know. And to the people watching from the sidelines, I genuinely wish you healing. I wish you growth. I wish you purpose. I wish you a beautiful life. Because there's an entire world waiting for you once you stop monitoring everyone else's. And trust me, the ROI on your healing is significantly better than the ROI on my stories. This is Storytime with Lori. Until next time, keep becoming.